To the ancient Romans, the world was vast and their empire ever expanding. Britain was a mysterious island, shrouded in mist and legend, perched at the very edge of their known world. It was a land of whispers and rumors. Tales spoke of fierce, painted warriors, brave and defiant, ready to defend their lands, and of rich tin, a valuable resource that fueled the Roman war machine and economy. Few Romans had ever set foot there. The journey across the narrow sea was fraught with peril, and the island's inhabitants were unwelcoming. That is, until Julius Caesar, the ambitious and brilliant Roman general, turned his gaze north. In 55 BC, Caesar sailed across the Channel, leading his legions into the unknown. He met fierce resistance, clashing with British tribes in bloody battles along the coastline. He didn't conquer Britain, not yet. The island proved too challenging for a quick victory. But his writings, his accounts of the land and its people, put it firmly on Rome's map, sparking interest and ambition for future conquest. Nearly a century later, the allure of Britain remained. Emperor Claudius, seeking to solidify his power and expand the empire, sent a powerful army to finally subdue the island. The British tribes fought back with courage and ferocity, defending their homes and way of life. But Roman strength, with its superior organization and weaponry, ultimately prevailed. Southern Britain became the Roman province of Britannia, a new jewel in the imperial crown. The Romans built roads, towns and forts, connecting the land and establishing their dominance, transforming the land and its people with their advanced engineering and infrastructure. Londinium, now London, a small settlement on the banks of the Thames, grew into a bustling city, a center of trade and Roman administration. Grand villas, adorned with intricate mosaics, appeared across the countryside, symbols of Roman wealth and influence. Roman ways, their laws, customs and language began to change Britain forever, leaving an indelible mark on its culture. The island was no longer just a legend whispered in taverns. It was a vital part of the Roman world, a source of resources and a strategic outpost. And the story of Britain, forever intertwined with the rise and fall of Rome, had truly begun. Long before the arrival of the Romans, the people of Britain were already leaving their mark, building incredible wonders like the enigmatic Stonehenge. These ancient Britons, with remarkable ingenuity, painstakingly dragged massive stones for miles across the landscape, carefully constructing sacred sites that would stand for millennia. As the Bronze Age dawned, the introduction of new metal tools and weapons revolutionized daily life, bringing new possibilities and challenges. People lived in distinctive round houses, diligently farmed the land, and raised animals for sustenance and trade. The Iron Age brought even stronger tools and weapons, leading to the formation of larger, more complex tribal groups. Imposing hill forts began to rise on the landscape, offering vital protection from rival tribes and fostering a sense of community and belonging. Their art was characterized by swirling, intricate Celtic designs, and their spiritual beliefs were deeply tied to the rhythms and forces of nature. They worshipped a pantheon of many gods, spirits believed to inhabit the hills, rivers, and the vast expanse of the sky. Stories and traditions, rich with folklore, were carefully passed down through generations by word of mouth, preserving their cultural heritage. Life was undoubtedly tough, demanding resilience and adaptability, but communities were strong, resourceful, and deeply interconnected, relying on each other for survival. Their ancient beliefs, woven into the fabric of their daily existence, profoundly shaped the land and the character of its people, leaving an enduring legacy. Even today, scattered across the landscape, traces of their world remain, whispering tales of a distant past. The roots of Britain run deep, intertwined with the stories of these early inhabitants, stretching back long before the arrival of Rome and its empire. When the Romans left, Britain was open to new arrivals. The Angles, Saxons and Jutes crossed the sea, forming small kingdoms. England began to take shape from these Anglo-Saxon lands. Then came the Vikings, fearsome raiders in longships. Their first attack at Lindisfarne in 793 shocked the land. At first they plundered and left, but soon they settled. The Danelaw emerged in eastern England, ruled by Vikings. Viking words and customs mixed with Anglo-Saxon life. Kings like Alfred the Great fought to unite the land. Over time, Vikings and Anglo-Saxons blended, trading, marrying, sharing. Place names and everyday words still echo their influence. They were more than raiders, they were settlers and craftsmen. Their arrival changed Britain's story once again. The year is 1066. A pivotal moment in history is unfolding. William the Conqueror invaded, bringing with him not just an army, but a new way of life that would change England forever. The echoes of this conquest still resonate today. To solidify their rule, the Normans embarked on a massive building program, constructing mighty castles like the imposing Tower of London, a symbol of Norman power and architectural prowess. These fortresses were strategically placed to dominate the landscape and to show their power. Feudalism, a rigid social structure, shaped society, with the king at the apex followed by nobles and peasants, each bound by duty and obligation. Each had their place in this intricate web. Famous kings like the legendary Richard the Lionheart, known for his courage and military campaigns, and the controversial King John, whose reign was marked by conflict and ultimately concession, left their mark on the pages of history. In 1215, the Magna Carta, a landmark document, limited the king's power, a crucial step toward establishing people's rights and laying the foundation for modern democracy. For most, life was a struggle. Most people were poor farmers, toiling away, working long hours in small villages, their lives dictated by the seasons and the demands of their lords. The church, a powerful institution, dominated daily life, offering solace and comfort, but also wielding immense power and influence over all aspects of society. Then in the 1300s, the Black Death swept through, leaving devastation in its wake, killing millions and reshaping the social fabric. Society was profoundly shaken, its foundations tested, and the world irrevocably changed, paving the way for new ideas and new beginnings. Castles, cathedrals, and ancient laws still stand as silent witnesses, reminding us of this pivotal era in our history. Medieval times were undoubtedly harsh, filled with hardship and uncertainty, but they laid the foundation and shaped the nation's future, forging a unique identity. The seeds of modern Britain, with all its complexities and contradictions, were sown. In these transformative centuries, a new chapter, full of promise and peril, was about to begin. The Tudors rose after years of war, bringing dramatic change. King Henry VIII broke from Rome, creating the Church of England. His daughter Elizabeth I led a golden age, defeating the Spanish Armada and inspiring explorers. Shakespeare's plays captured the spirit of the era. After Elizabeth, the Stuarts united England and Scotland under one crown. But the Stuart kings clashed with Parliament over power. This led to the English Civil War, king against Parliament. King Charles I was executed, and England briefly became a republic. Oliver Cromwell ruled, but the monarchy soon returned. The struggle between king and parliament shaped the nation's future. The seeds of democracy and modern government were planted. Britain was changing, and the world was watching. The Georgian era saw Britain's wealth and influence soar to new heights. Enlightenment ideas and global trade fueled the rise of the British Empire. The Industrial Revolution transformed life. Steam engines, factories, and crowded cities. Britain became the workshop of the world, but poverty and harsh conditions grew. Queen Victoria's long reign marked the empire's peak. Science and technology leapt forward. Think Darwin and Brunel. Railways, steamships, and telegraphs connected the world. Victorian society was full of contrasts, great wealth and deep poverty. Writers like Dickens exposed social problems and inspired reform. The right to vote slowly expanded, and campaigns for change grew stronger. Schools, hospitals, and working conditions improved. Britain was modernizing step by step. The empire's legacy would shape the world for generations to come. The 20th century brought war, loss, and transformation. 2 world wars changed Britain and the world forever. After World War II, the empire faded as colonies gained independence. The Commonwealth of Nations formed new global ties. The National Health Service offered free healthcare to all. New communities arrived, making Britain more diverse and vibrant. British discoveries, from DNA to the World Wide Web, reshaped the world. Writers and musicians, from Orwell to the Beatles, found global fame. Democratic traditions and ideas of fairness remain strong. Today, the UK is a modern nation of 4 countries. It faces new challenges, but its history endures. From ancient stones to modern cities, Britain is a land of change. Its story continues, still shaping the world stage.